Alright, Schlockmeister fans, I had a request to review this one. Tim Robbins and Stephen Jeffries from Fright Night. It's called Fraternity Vacation. Let's watch. Meet Wendell. That's our star. Stephen Jeffries.
Freshman at Iowa State. I'm waiting for a couple of great guys from my fraternity. Well, not my fraternity yet.
Tim Robbins plays Larry, or Mother, they call him.
It's going to be you, me, hot tubs, palm trees, and the legendary women of California.
Show my boy around a little. Kind of teach him a few of the tricks of the trade.
Wendell's dad.
Understand my meaning with the opposite, S-E-X.
And of course, there's a lot of girl watching in this film.
Hi!
And some boys from a rival fraternity are there too.
Jesus, I can't believe it. Joe and Mother here?
And I've got that idiot Wendell with me.
You know those guys? No, Chrissy, they've never
Barbara
seen me
Crampton and
before.
Kathleen
They
Kinmont.
just happened to...
And playing the role of the Mega Babe is Sherry J. Wilson. She plays Ashley.
Mother, get out of here! My heart.
The awkward Wendell provides us with some slapstick moments. So the two babes we saw earlier were set in here to play a joke on Joe and Mother.
Could you just untie this for me, please?
But they both get completely naked here.
What my gynecologist said? No, what? Well, some doctor in France thinks he's found a cure for herpes. Boy, would that be really... Yeah, really.
So, no sex. They reject them.
Welcome to Palm Springs, you assholes!
What the hell are you guys doing here? We're having a cold beer.
Contest.
Like pick a girl, any girl. And $1,000 says I nailed it by the end of the weekend.
Oh my God, how about this one on the balcony?
Hey, wait a minute, that one's mine.
Wendell's trying to get a girl too. Amanda Bierce.
Well, I guess a blowjob in the parking lot would be out of the question.
Well, both guys try to impress Ashley. And this is the way our preppy is doing it. This is Chaz.
I'm terribly sorry about the intrusion. It was a trick of the wind.
I'll buy you some more on the way home, Mother.
Don't worry about it.
Jesus, you theta pigs must be desperate pledging a wimp like that.
Don't worry about it.
Jesus, you theta pigs must be desperate pledging a wimp like that.
Wimp, huh? He's off to pick up his girlfriend. We're sitting around here sweating our asses off with a bunch of guys. Think about it.
On three.
They're gonna play a trick on her too.
Coming in, I gotta save you! No, don't do it. I want to die. One.
He's pretending that he's distraught.
Wendell, I don't want to make you nervous or anything, but if my daddy doesn't approve of you, I won't be seeing you anymore.
Eastern and Western technique combined.
He's getting flirty with Ashley now.
Practical as home program. I think you'll like it.
Sounds fascinating.
They're able to pictures.
We really should not be doing this. This could be interpreted as perverted behavior. Okay, let's see. Yes?
Well, your friend Mother told me what you're going through.
He had no right to do that.
Yes, he did. He was just trying to help. I understand how you're feeling right now.
Wendell was literally stargazing. And he's about to get arrested for attempted rape.
Yes.
Joe managed to get in Ashley's apartment.
Joey! Stuffy, too. All right, Joe.
But she just wants to be friends, and when Joe makes a move...
Joey, no, don't do... Joe, no. You're blowing it! Oh.
Police Chief John Vernon A couple of hookers bail him out.
Boy, what a night. Well, what time is it?
5:30.
5:30? I don't believe it.
So they take their spy pictures to this guy.
Give me a little bit more time, I can make him look a lot better.
And they're going to doctor him up to make it look like Joe scored with her. Meanwhile, Chaz has a private exercise session.
Oh, yeah.
Does it hurt?
Is he going to score?
Little. Get off me!
You know you want it. Come on, just relax. Relax, let it happen.
Rejection. Guess who his girlfriend's dad is.
Right, miss.
I didn't blow it, Nicole. I didn't do anything wrong in there. And what your father did to me was very unfair. You know what I think? I think you liked it.
Ashley saw
Boys, we scored.
the two pairs together.
So did we.
I don't believe it.
In case you didn't recognize it, gentlemen, that's the sound of two people fucking. So it is.
We humbly thank you for your kindness.
But they scored first. Of course, neither one of them scored.
Easiest money I've ever made in my life.
It certainly is, you son of a bitch.
So she chewed them out, obviously.
You guys could have those beers anyway.
Oh,
Hello?
Wendell, is that you?
No, this is Mother.
This is Nicole.
Oh, hi, Nicole.
Is Wendell there?
Yeah, no. Why? Thought he was with you.
Well, he was, but my father beat him up.
What?
Yeah, he beat him.
So we're looking for Wendell. Oh, you're friends with that little bag of slime, huh?
What did you call him?
I called him a little bag of slime. Why? What'd you do to him? Same thing I'm gonna do to you two. Unless you haul your butts out of here.
They get nowhere with John Vernon, so they decide to crash his party. Literally. Which gets them arrested. But they destroyed the party. So Ashley's driving off, and she happens to spot Stephen Jeffries stranded on the side of the road.
Thanks a lot for stopping. My car broke down. Oh, hi.
Chaz gives a speech to all the other spring breakers.
With his usual Gestapo tactics, has incarcerated two of our fellow students for a minor infraction.
The spring breakers are protesting.
I said let them go, please.
Absolutely not. It's out of the question.
If you don't let them go, I will never, ever speak to you again.
Anyway, she gets the boys out, and meanwhile, Wendell is making waves with Ashley. Who saw that one coming? Everybody's friends now.
You woke me up.
Wendell, where the hell have you been? We've been worried about you.
Sorry, Joe. I didn't mean to worry you. Okay. Yourself.
And everybody's friends at the end as well. And that's how our movie is ending. All right, let's talk about Fraternity Vacation. This is the one that somebody requested a couple of times a couple of weeks ago. Sorry it took so long to get to it, but I'm getting to it now. Anyway, Fraternity Vacation is another one of the teen sex comedies from the 80s. This one came out in 1985, I believe, starring Tim Robbins, a young Tim Robbins before he was really famous, a couple of years before Bull Durham, and Stephen Jeffries, who we know from 976 Evil, and of course, Fright Night, where he played Evil Ed. Anyway, what we got here, it's spring break, and we have a bunch of guys who are going to Palm Springs for spring break. There are basically two groups. We have the two kind of good guys with Tim Robbins. They are taking Wendell along with them. That's Stephen Jeffries. They're kind of watching over him and stuff, hopefully trying to get him to get laid while he's out there. He's kind of the nerdy one of the group. And then there's these two other guys from a rival fraternity from the same college that they go to, who are kind of the jerks there. Well, the jerks and the good guys, they both make a bet to see who can score with Sherry Wilson first. I can't remember what her actress name or character name is, but played by Sherry J. Wilson, who I think was on Dallas for a few years back in the 80s as well. Anyway, both of them end up pretending to score with her so they can win the bet. They kind of set it up where like the jerks made this audio recording where they were exercising with her, make it sound like they were having sex, and the other guys get some photographs to make it look like that the one guy had sex with her. They took some nude photos of her too, and they put them together and made it look like the guy scored. Ultimately, neither one of them did. She catches them with the bet and chews them all out and walks out, and she's totally depressed. Meanwhile, our nerdy guy Wendell, who was he had found a girl while he was there, Amanda Bierce, who was also in Fright Night with him. He ends up getting accidentally arrested at one point, and the guy in charge of the jail was John Vernon. Turns out John Vernon is his girlfriend's father. When he finds out about it, he freaks out and basically bans his daughter from seeing him again. Ultimately, we are assuming they're going to get back together at some point when Amanda Bierce steps up to her father. When the other two guys get thrown in jail and saying, "You better let them out, otherwise blah, blah, blah." She does let them out. He does let them out, I should say, but Wendell doesn't get back with her. Instead, he gets with Sherry J. Wilson. She's driving by in a car and she sees him on the side of the road and they start talking. Next thing you know, they hook up. And then at the end of this movie, everybody's friends and we're all happy, and that's the movie. So anyway, as far as 80s sex comedies go, this one's decent. It has kind of a, I don't want to say famous nude scene, but there's a well-known nude scene with Barbara Crampton and Kathleen Kinmont in this, which is a pretty nice nude scene, actually. A couple other nude scenes as well. Sherry J. Wilson is naked in this movie. However, it was a body double, I'm pretty sure, because you can't see her face, and she's never done any other nudity, so you got to assume it's a body double. So other than that, it's pretty typical 80s sex comedy. Just kids trying to get laid with enough nudity thrown in. Not overly funny, but whatever, right? It's entertaining enough on some sort of level. Also, Britt Eklund in a very small role as a waitress in there. She actually looked pretty good too, even though she was in her early 40s at the time. So anyway, that's Fraternity Vacation. I'll leave a link down below if you want to purchase this from Amazon. There's a double disc with this movie and Reform School Girls, which is another decent movie to watch from the 80s. And you can get it pretty cheap, so I'll leave that link down below. Buy it. So anyway, Fraternity Vacation, let me know what you think about it. Leave some comments down below. Check it out. Watch it. Bye.